Kevin Stefanski on the challenges that the Cowboys defense presents, especially with Micah Parsons and a guy he knows really well, new defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer.
It's a good front across the board, like you mentioned. He can line up anywhere. He can line up on the edge, interior, linebacker. Really, there's no shortage of things that they can do with him. And then there's talented players across from him. Number 90 is as good as there is. I mean, heavy hands, disruptive guys in the middle. So it's a really tough group, but again, he can line up all over.
Expecting his role to change given the new system?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I don't think anybody, or we don't know. Obviously, I know they know. But I think every team in week one, you go into it trying to have a feel for where they may line guys up. What type of scheme are they going to run? Obviously, Coach Zimmer's an outstanding defensive mind. To say we know exactly what they're going to do, I don't think is fair. You obviously study what they've done in the past, both in Dallas and what Coach did in Minnesota, but schemes change, schemes evolve, so exactly how it looks, we are just like a lot of teams in week one, you're going to figure it out on Sunday.
And, Jeff, it sounds like Browns are facing a defensive line that's similar to what they have. Garrett and Parsons are pretty similar.
Well, you look, and Micah Parsons threw 3 years in the NFL, 40 and a half sacks. Miles right now is about 11 and a half a change away in season 8 from, 100 total sacks. These are the type of players we're talking about, legit players. I think with Micah, it's a little different. He does, like, Coach said, he lines up everywhere. He will do some, traditional, linebacker blitz. I mean, everybody knows he's coming, but it just allows him, to go to different avenues, different gaps, guard center gap, of course, around the edge. He's just really, really quick. He's got a great first step. And unlike Miles, who's a little bit more of a technician and has got the moves, Parsons with his speed and, athletic ability can just get around you so quickly and just get through you so quickly. It's going to be, if you're somebody that's into this aspect of, football and line play and pass rushers, it's a really, really good matchup. And I mean, and the thing is, for either one of these offense coordinators, that number 95 or number 11 for the Dallas Cowboys have the ability to absolutely ruin your day. They can absolutely destroy your day. So that is like your be all end all on every sheet you have is 11 counted for? Is 95 accounted for? Because if it's not, it becomes a really long day, and it can become a really long day really quickly. But, for Dallas, and they kind of took a chance, people kind of knew Parsons had this type of, background that he could be this type of pass rusher, but at Penn State, he kind of just did a little bit of everything. You didn't get to see the overall pass rush game. Dallas tried it early because they had some injuries when he was a rookie. He took it to it like a fish to water, and they just never had any intention of really having him do anything else. He does do some other things, but when you're got 40 and a half sacks for your first 3 years, yeah, your main goal is to get after the quarterback.